It was good. I think it was the ideal game. Like there wasn't points on the line, so Danny could give me the minutes that I kind of needed instead of hoping, a league game is going exactly how we want it, and then we can afford to put me in. So this game came at a really good time for me personally. Get 30 good minutes, and then hopefully I can just build and go from there.
What have you been through this season and even in the last? Repeated foot injury, same foot, different foot? What?
Just different stuff, like just between like fractures and infections and sickness. It's been a lot, and you just have to kind of grind away. And the gym can be a tough place, everyone's out on the training ground and you're stuck in the gym, so you just gotta work away and know that like it'll come eventually.
And it seems like the last couple of seasons, those moments you've been out there have been really promising. And does that make you feel like this is a starting point for you that you can really build from?
Yeah, I'm always confident in like what I can do and my abilities and stuff like that. It's just that it's been kind of derailed. Game one of the season, start, score, do well, and then you're kind of knocked back a bit. So I'm always confident in the ability I have. It's just a case of getting out there and remaining healthy.
And switching gears a little bit, you have as much perspective on this club as anybody, from where it was in 2015 to be able to host a club like this tonight. I'm sure it's somebody, club you're a little familiar with, being from Europe. Just what was the experience like and having?
Yeah, like looking back, obviously I've been here a while. So looking back when we started, it is hard to kind of imagine that we would be playing a club like Kaiserslautern, some of that prestige, at a venue like this. It's all kind of really surreal to imagine, but it's just down to a lot of hard work from a lot of different people. And just thank you to the club for coming over and putting this on as well. So I thought it was a great experience. I thought it was a good competitive game. They're obviously at a different stage of their season than us, but I thought it was quite competitive and good football. And obviously disappointed not to win.
The level, I mean, you guys were in the game. How do you feel the performance was?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought we kept the ball quite a bit. Probably lacked the numbers in the box when we did get into the final third. Maybe that's a bit down to fatigue or, in my case, probably a little bit of match sharpness and stuff like that. So I thought, for 2/3 of the field, really nice and slick on the ball, and we had a couple of hairy moments in transition, but just getting numbers in the box, I think, would have been the kicker.
Yeah, I'm curious. Like, it feels like it's little details that make the difference between a club like Louisville and a club like Kaiserslautern playing in the Bundesliga. For you as a player, what do you notice when you see the differences?
Differences in what exactly? Like in
terms of level, in terms of like speed, maybe touch.
I thought probably just because we're at a third of the way through our season maybe, and you guys are fresh off of playing. I felt like we were a lot sharper on the ball, and fitness wise I thought we were quite sharp and decent on the ball. In 2/3 of the field, probably in the final third, we kind of lacked that little bit of end product. And then you could see, even though the fitness wasn't quite there on you guys' side, the quality was for sure there, and you saw like the chances were clinical as well. Scoring. We made really bad, kind of entry pass, and one chance is all he needs, and one, and the kind of momentum switches, and then that was really it. I think just where we were sharp and we were there. It's just obviously the quality is still there from you guys when you give you the time and the space. That it doesn't matter if it's just in day one of preseason or like us halfway through the season. If you give good players time, space, they will hurt you.
You're a more experienced player, right? Is there something that you take away from this game when you say to maybe some of them? You have quite a lot of young players. Is there something that you say like that's a great example of what you need to do to get to the level?
Yeah, I think you saw right here, they're out there competing against players at a really, really high level, guys that are still in high school and coming out here and playing, and they didn't look out too much out of place. Obviously, it's early days for them as well. They just have to take it all in their stride and realize that, the level. I think kids these days, they feel like the levels are so far apart.
Yeah.
When in reality, like you said, it's just the really small details that are the big difference in terms of like separating a professional player from somebody who doesn't quite make it. It's just small, fine details, fine moments of quality. That's really, so giving them a chance to be out here, they kind of see that they can compete. They just have to work really, really hard, gain exposure. And then we saw with Jogo and now Josh going abroad, the chances are there. You just have to perform.
Right. That's great. Thank you.